Hello again. Today we're gonna try to free Lord Sir Capon from the imprisonment. Oh, my headphones are too loud. Give me a second. Okay. But first I think we're supposed to finish this quest, where we have to find a killer. Probably serial killer. Okay, for that we have to get some potion. So let's go to apothecary.
It happens. Just which way you're going. Good day to you. It happens. Just watch where you go. You have a kind master.
Was wünschst du?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Okay. Which potion will be? I think this one will cure hangover, yeah. Eliminates drunkenness and hangover, so we need that potion. Can we sell anything here? We are keeping saver snaps, we are keeping all that. But we can sell some of this stuff. And also, I will buy some receipts. Okay, let's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen. Sehr gut. I can agree to that. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
And let's get back to this fellow there.
Excuse me.
Come and take a look. Just looking. Quality goods.
Bob! Lumiere, do you hear me?
Oh, not so loud.
He's still completely wasted. This should sober him up. Here, drink up. Better?
What? Who? What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Oh, that's hard. Okay, let's try.
Because I'm not stupid, and I notice things. I've successfully solved a murder before.
Is that so? A murder investigation under your belt. And educated and observant, too.
Well, I said I'm not stupid. Not that I'm educated. I can read and write, too. Sometimes even count.
If only more
Sometimes
people
even
knew
count.
the difference. All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no, I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it too.
Behind the bailiff's back.
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, He seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4, the most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Okay, game is saved. So we have a few clues to go around. Let's start from this one. Let's start with this one. It's the closest one.
The angel of the Lord. Good day to you. What brings you here?
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side, and revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka. She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, son. When she was smaller, it was fine, but when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarka was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant. Even if she had lived, what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Okay, let's try
Come
this
now,
one.
Father. I'm not just asking out of curiosity. This is about all the dead girls. Isn't it written in scripture? Speak up for those who have no voice.
A layman quotes the Bible to me. Fine.
We succeeded,
Lumiere
nice.
accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumiere. That man has gone completely mad.
Okay. We have some new information. So another two persons to speak with are up there.
My respects.
Good people.
Excuse me.
Greetings, my friend.
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it be, my good man?
What if I simply paid you and you tell me what I want to know?
Ask away.
I want to know if Stanya works here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
I don't want to pay you any more. I think you could answer my questions directly and not always try to wheedle money out of me. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. How could you think that? Come on. Ask me anything you want.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the miners' tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had 2 close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared, and she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
See you soon, my friend.
Okay, we got some more information.
Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
Why so rash? That kind of attitude will do you no favors. Let's make a deal. You tell me everything you know about Zdenna, and I'll make sure you're no worse for wear.
Ah. You're the lord what that whore robbed. Don't worry about it. She weren't nothing but a lying bitch.
So, if I understand correctly, we can make a deal?
For the right price,
We
I'll tell
succeeded,
you
nice.
all I know.
Okay,
Is
that's
this the
not
right
much.
price?
You fucking bet it is. Ask away and I'll tell you everything.
Where can I find Zdenna?
Aye. That's what I like to fucking know too. Last time I saw her, well, that'd be back when she managed to fleece you.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to find her.
I can well imagine. Well, she went to Ravstein Mill. It's quite a long ways away. She had some unfinished business with some bloke called Pine. Ain't nobody seen her since then.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
What do you want to hear? I try to keep her out of trouble, but there's just no helping some women.
So you were taking care of her?
Well, just in front of the others. Other than that, she did what she wanted. Always made her mind up and did things her own way.
So you weren't too fond of her?
Not really, no. But she did have a knack for making coin.
Did she have any friends or lovers who'd know more? Did anybody come here to see her?
Who come to see that bitch? She was always off somewhere, seeing someone. Although, once...
Someone came to see her?
Well, aye. Some stuffed frock came here once. All old and decrepit. He said he had some job for her. That she should leave behind her sinful life and all that shit. But he left empty-handed. She told him to go to hell.
Do you know who that priest was?
Some fucking Prokop or Pravoslav or some such shit. But that reminds me. I saw her a couple of times with another bastard. That fucking bard, William.
The William again.
And could she have run away with this bard, William?
With that lily-livered fop? Well, he ain't been seen in town for some time, but I think someone was out to get him. He still don't come here no more. He plucks that loot of his in the miners' tavern. The wee shit.
What do you know about this priest?
Not much. Seems they knew each other from before. And he had some job for her somewhere. Serving as a maid or something. But she weren't stupid. She told him to fuck right off.
And did he go?
Aye, indeed. He didn't look like the kind of fella that'd knock some sense into a woman. I think he just told her if she changed her mind to come and see him. Or some shit like that.
And could she have changed her mind and gone to him? And that's why nobody's seen her?
No, no. She took off. I'm sure about that.
I've heard enough.
Praise
Okay,
the
so I
Lord.
guess we have to find that William. Exactly.
My respects. A large beer.
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
Let's try this
You don't
one.
need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Really? You? A notorious skirt chaser? Do you think anyone will believe you?
I just got back to the city. I don't know what you're trying to pin on me, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
But everyone remembers you.
We have succeeded.
You better
Nice.
spit it out before someone points the finger at you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her.
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya,
Which one do you mean?
the alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on! I could have any woman, if I wanted. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old drunkard, after all. If I was you, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind. Far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like von Groller, word would get around. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
So you didn't do anything to them?
No! Why would I? What would I get out of it? It doesn't make any sense. It goes against God.
You dare invoke God?
I admit, I'm no saint, but for Christ's sake, I'd never kill anybody.
I don't believe a word you say, and I'll make certain you pay for your deeds.
You're out of your mind! I didn't do nothing to those girls. Nobody will believe you.
We'll see about that.
Okay. We questioned our first potential killer, and we have two more places to go, and we can do another quest along the way. And I think we after that we will go straight for a capone. What time is it? It's not too late to go now. But we could use the buff service. For this buff give us strength, agility and vitality. Okay, let's use buff services.
Always welcome here. What do you want?
I'd like to use your services.
Certainly, we're open.
I'd like to get to know one of your pretty bath.
My girls.
Well, I really...
Excellent.
I'll gladly pay...
Excellent.
My, that was really something. I can't mention that at confession, but you can come back anytime.
Okay, where is the way out?
Careful!
Christ! Pardon me.
I can't believe you've got the gall to show your face here, you sod.
After what you got up to last time.
I came to apologize.
At least you knew when to go no hassle and gathering.
When I'm old and infirm...
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and the church.
Easy.
Okay, so first we go there, then we go here, then all the way up there
Nice and slow.
before we go for a capone quest.
Go! God! Whoa! God!
Do I have any fast travel there? No. Up there.
Go!
It's better to go by the horse.
God! 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 God!
Quick!
Okay.
Whoa!
And who we are looking for?
Whoa!
I don't know yet. But let's ask around. Oh, Barton.
I'm looking for someone
This is
named
the guy.
Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
Oh, hard.
I'd be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
Without getting seen by any witnesses.
What do you mean? What witnesses?
I mean you. If I tried anything, you'd remember me.
Well, that didn't occur to me. That would really be stupid of you.
I really only want to talk to her.
You
Sorry,
succeeded,
but
nice.
for all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us. Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. Till we meet again.
Okay, so we can speak with her. But which cottage is... Oh, up there, okay.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Lumir thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumir? From the rat house. He sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid, I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first, he was horrified because I had cut myself on a shard from the picture and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did, but I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it, and sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man, but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Grolla had a servant with him?
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
You
So
walk
we
home
have
from the
another
baths at
suspect.
night.
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly, every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Okay.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
Okay, so we have two suspects to look for.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a pig.
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers. The lecher. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snoring. It couldn't have been him.
Couldn't it have been Father Prokop?
Father Prokop? I don't know him.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologize.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favor?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
See you soon, my friend.
Okay, so we have some more information. That our suspect is probably German. Let's find that merchant along the way.
So, this is the road to Billany. Now just to find Hensel and that damn stag.
What this quest was about. I've got to track down the merchant Hensel. Pranked told me he left with a wagon for Prague a while ago. The heavy goods wagon won't be moving fast and can't have got too far. Okay, so he will be probably on the road. Okay. We have to turn up there.
Go. Quick.
I can't see no wagon here. Okay, let's check the forest then. Maybe he got attacked. Any trucks or something?
Quick.
Here is some side path. I can't see any wagon here. Let's see, something is lying
Could this
here.
have fallen out of the cart? That blood is absolutely fresh. I'll look further along this path.
Okay. So he probably was attacked.
Interesting. A heavily loaded car recently passed this way. But why
We
did
have
it leave
trucks.
the road?
Okay, I can see the wagon. Let's sneak up.
abandoned cart. Those robbers couldn't have got far.
Okay. Some blood tracks. We are out of the quest area. I think we have to find some clues. Maybe this blood. No, I can't investigate that. Or can I?
Of course. Cart's empty. The horse nowhere to be seen. Just a harness. And a trail of blood over here. Where does it lead?
Okay, the blood goes this way. And the wolves. Okay.
Mutt! Here, Mutt! Fuck, he's run off. This'll probably be poor old Hensel. They didn't even bury him, the swine. And the main thing is, they took that damn standard.
Okay, so we have to... Oh, there is some houses there.
Oh, nice view. You can see that mill over there from here.
Mill, okay. So I guess we have to ask in the mill. That's not good way down. Let's go around.
Could that mill be hiding something? I'll take a closer look. Hey, you're mine!
Oh. Bandits.
Show your stuff!
Okay.
We're gonna gut you, you
I have
horse
to
son!
back out
I've
a
been
little
waiting
bit.
for you.
A lot of enemies.
Beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Show what
Okay.
you're made of!
You have to move.
Show your stuff!
Oh shit. I need stamina.
You'll get another right away. I've been waiting for you.
Okay, another one down. Just have to maneuver here.
Shit. We're good.
Okay.
Show your dust.
Okay, I need to back out. I need stamina. He's the best fighter here, I guess. Not anymore. Okay.
Show your stuff.
Ooh, that's some fight. Don't we have something to heal? Not really. So let's eat something. Oh, now our nutrition is almost full, so maybe they will have some potion.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy. Here you go. Take it.
Okay. We have marigold decoction, so let's drink it. So they probably attacked the merchant. Let's look around.
Oh, damn. Poor girl. They raped her and then strangled her.
Okay, let's check inside the house.
mill hands. Oh, they've been chopped to bits.
And we have found what we've been looking for. And let's check all this location. Okay, let's have a look now. We have to go all the way there. But I guess we could sleep here until the morning before we head out. So let's save the game just in case. And let's sleep. Let's sleep until 5.
What's that? Fuck you, Horson!
Another bandit. I'm lucky he didn't check the house. Okay, let's see if we can repair some kits, some stuff. Okay. There is one more building here.
What they do with us?
Calm down, Pavlena.
Okay.
It's not far from
Someone is still alive.
What if they killed him?
I don't know what they... Hey! Hey, lad! You aren't one of them, are you? No. I've just got a score to settle with those filthy horsens. I'm a miller, and this is... Thanks. Thanks, lad.
The good Lord himself sent you to us.
You can rest easy. The ones outside are dead.
fucking bastards, filthy scum.
They attacked you.
Oh, God heard our prayers. But what about Vashek?
My son and 2 hired hands stood up to them.
I'm sorry.
Mother Mary, what will we do? They killed him. They killed them all. God, my God.
What's your name? I've never seen you here.
I'm Henry. Just passing through.
God be with you. You're welcome to stop by any time. I'd be happy to teach you a few things. Are you going to do what we talked about?
Okay, end game is saved. Let's speak with this miller. Maybe he will teach me something.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
Forgive me, sir. Unless you want to sleep on the hay.
That doesn't matter. I'd even be happy to pay for that bed of hay. Agreed. I'll pay. I hope that'll be enough.
Thank you, and a good night to you, sir.
You said you could teach me something useful.
Aye, I did say that. I just don't know if I pegged you right.
What are you talking about?
Well, I hope you see the difference between robbing someone or murdering them.
I understand. I have no problem with thievery.
In that case, we understand each other, lad. The rich will still be rich, and the children of the poor people at least have something to fill their bellies. Am I right?
So you'll teach me a few thieving tricks?
For a few groshens, certainly. What are you interested in?
Okay,
Do you know
let's
anything about alchemy by any chance?
take the cheapest
Not
one.
much, but I can give you a bit of advice. Let's get started.
Okay, let's get on the
What are
horse
you whistling for?
and we will keep going in this direction. Oh shit. Can I go out? Yeah.
Go! Ja! Quick! Ja!
We have leveled up horsemanship, but no perk at this level, unfortunately.
Go! Go! Ja! Go!
Oh, I almost fell down. Let's be careful here.
Go!
Let's go across the river. Okay, we are close.
God bless you, sir.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonard said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Stenna.
You're right there. Stenna was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Stenna? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenna all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Kurva.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
What can you tell me about Stenna?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternad was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'd be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No, I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Stenna was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Is Dennis scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. See you later, my friend.
Okay. So we have to track her down. Somewhere around there. Okay, let's get on the horse. Will be faster.
Go!
Okay.
that board Pike was talking about. I should take a look around here.
Some blood on the ground. And we have found her.
She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand?
Probably the signet.
Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. How did it get inside her?
Oh, she swallowed it.
Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
That's probably a different killer. Maybe the owner of the signet. Okay, but we leave that quest here. Because we are nearby Heshtal. And we have to speak with him before going to the fort to save Sir Capon. So let's do this quest if we are around.
Quick!
Go! Quick! Go!
Whoa.
May God give you health, sir.
How can I help you this fine morning?
The Ruthard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when Ruthard was the Lord of Malashoff are over. I don't want to have anything more to do with him, so you can be on your way.
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that he's still paying for masses for your family, as the two of you agreed.
Sakura, nobody knows about that but him.
That's why he told me. So you'd be sure I really did come from them, and this isn't a trick.
Well, that changes things. Sorry for being a bit hostile-like, but times are tough. A man can't be sure of anything, Good to hear that Sir Quinlan still has a few friends left. Give him my greetings, and thank him for still honoring our agreement.
Sure. I'll pass that on to him.
So, tell me, what did the Rotard send you for?
I'm planning a certain enterprise. Something that the new lord of the castle certainly won't be happy about.
An enterprise, you say? I reckon it's best not to ask what that might be, eh?
That would be wise. And I need you to get fresh, fast horses ready for me.
That's quite a lot you're asking of me. A fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. But fine, since you're from Sir Quinlan, I'll have it ready for you. Somewhere a bit further from here so I don't get in the shit if things go sideways.
Of course. The last thing I want is to endanger you unnecessarily. And the Rothards promise to pay for the horse if it comes to any harm.
All right. So look, here next to the stud farm, there's a kind of band of rocks below the forest. When you go alongside the rocks to the end, you'll find a wooded copse not far from the castle. There's a well-trodden patch of ground there, so that's where I'll have that horse ready for you. Hopefully, nothing will happen to him if I just leave him there. Recently, there's been wolves and wild dogs sniffing around here, so we have to watch out for the animals.
Thanks. I'm obliged to you.
You ought to be. I wish you the best of luck. I reckon you'll need it.
Okay. Game is saved. So now we have to find the chapel.
Quick!
Which is right here, I guess. Okay. Okay. And we have to find the old chapel. Okay, this is a new one, probably. Or this is just a shrine. So it should be somewhere here, I guess. Oh yeah, there it is.
This must be the chapel Rosa was talking about. I'm supposed to look through its arch for some old ruins. Well,
okay.
Let's see.
I can see the ruins. Let's go this way.
The chapel directed me here. There's no doubt about that. So somewhere around here, I have to find a stone cross, and then go in the direction the top is pointing.
Oh, I can sleep here, okay. Matt is growling at something. Okay, we have to find a stone cross. Can't see any stone cross here. Oh, there it is. So I guess this will be this direction. Okay. Let's see. We have to find another cross in this direction, yeah? Where was that cross? Up there, okay. So let's keep looking. Let's have a look how big it is. Will it be just shrine? I don't think so. No. Okay. So it should be somewhere here. Oh, come on, move. I think I have to get back to that cross. Because I'm a little bit lost. Oh, there is the cross. Okay, I was stamping on it. So we have to go in this direction, I guess. Yeah. And we should take a look after the spot where we can dig. Have to look for the spot now. Oh. Take a look around.
A cross in stone. This could be the place Rosa mentioned. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place.
Something in the way. I had to back out a little bit. And we have found secret passage.
Tough job, but it was worth it. The way to Malashov is clear. Now I get it. Those boards were supported by beams to hold the earth above, so there didn't have to be as much of it. Hidden and firm. Really smart. It's a good thing they did it that way too, so I didn't have to dig as much.
Okay, I guess we need to take off our armor so we are quieter. Oh, I don't have boots with me. I hope I can get them from the horse. No, it's too far away. Shit. Let's try now. Still too far away. Okay, that helped. What time is it? Oh, it's 11. So we might have to wait until the night. But let's see.
What do we have here? A ladder? In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd leave any pursuers stuck. I just hope it can hold one attacker. Damn it, that's cold.
Okay, we have found the Malishov. I guess this will be the way. No, this is caved in. We have to go the other direction. The other tunnel here. Okay, there is a door.
What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Ruthards' tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back.
Okay, I better save the game soon. Oh, that's not the end of the tunnel yet. And we have a stairs.
This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back.
Okay.
This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this.
Let's save the game.
This is going to take a while.
I don't think it's a good idea to do it at the day.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Bavag will deal with Uldard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto? Kuttenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas. Clear the way for him to the imperial throne and take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us?
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, He incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do? We've got Cabon. That'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own 2 hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
Keep the gate open.
A horseman, sir!
Hanush is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What?
That's not possible. That's a lie.
He didn't know.
It's true, Lord Toth is dead.
Oh, poor doggy.
Who? Who? Speak! The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear, by everything that is holy, I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart!
Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. We better go. Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Poor dog. Okay.
Now
Game
to
is
find
saved.
Capon and get out of here.
Let's take a look on the map.
Small escort with, so the garrison is
Okay, we
slightly
have
weakened.
4 floors.
So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
So we have to get into the
Careful.
tower
I'll
first.
send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications. All right, Conrad.
Shit, I fell down. Let's close it. We have the keys. but not for this chest. Okay, let's have a look downstairs as well. Okay, some armory. Is that where we came from? Or not? No. This is not where we came from. This is where we came from, okay. So I will maybe mark this location so we know which way to go out. Okay, and I have to get inside this tower somehow. Okay, we're not hurting the woman. There is a guard facing our direction. Maybe we can distract him.
Ah, strange.
Okay. That went smoothly. Let's close it. Now we have to find a book. Okay, let's go up. Shit, there is 3 guards there. Or 2. 2 guards speaking with someone. That's not good. Oh, quick finger potion. That will be useful. Let's save the game again. I think this is a good place to save. Okay.
I feel a little sorry for her, with nobody taking her seriously around here. She's some third-rate daughter of some lord from who knows where, so she was actually quite lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where she comes from and treats her accordingly. Bloody hell, old Otto.
We have to be really quiet right now. That's very hard lock, so maybe that's good time to use our quick finger potion. Yeah, that's very easy now. Okay, let's have a look. What we have here. Okay, let's knock her out. Or let's speak with her. I can rob her, okay. I need the keys. Okay. She still can't see me. So that's good. There was a chest. And I'm not able to open the chest with her next to it. Shit, I don't want to sprint. Okay, nobody here. I'm carrying too much stuff. Let's put something in here. What's the heaviest thing I have? Let's put that away. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Let's take that back. We won't be able to move freely, I guess. In worst case scenario, I will just throw away the... Okay. What is that? Was it Sir Capon by any chance? I think so. Oh.
What is happening?
No.
Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry. What are you doing here? What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse. My noble arse thanks you. Oh, how did you get here? I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
But I need to get that book first.
Of course I have a plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard told me about. Von Bergov knows nothing about it.
C'est magnifique. Very cunning.
And so far, the garrison has no idea I'm here. We're lucky von Bergov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some of the garrison. So I'll take you to that passageway, and we'll get out of here. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I'll have some horses ready there. We'll be gone before you can say the Lord's Prayer.
Formidable! I call that an elegant plan. I myself had to sneak like that once during the siege of Arezzo. So, what are we waiting for? On y va?
Wait. A passageway, you say? A dark, narrow passageway?
Well, it's
He
just
has
a passageway.
claustrophobia.
There's a bit of water in it to wade through, but nothing we can't handle.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any passageway.
What the fuck?
Let me repeat. No passageway for
What a
me.
moron.
It's not the chivalrous way.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
It's not chivalrous enough for his lordship, eh? Are you kidding me? I'm saving your life if you didn't notice. Or do you think this is some kind of fucking game?
Well, in my opinion...
Fuck your opinions. No. Just no. I mean, we'll all suffocate in that passageway. Or it'll fall on our heads.
What's gonna fall on us, damn it? If I got in that way, we can get out, too. It's completely safe. So stop acting like a madman and let's go.
I can't do it. I'm afraid of small, dark spaces. Ever since that tower fell on me in Nabokov, and I was stuck under the ruins, I just can't. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
There
We'll
has
have to go
be another way.
through the main gate.
Have you come up with some ingenious plan for getting out of here? If so, I'd really like to hear it.
What do I know? We could maybe break down the gate.
What a moron. Oh my
Oui?
god.
You said that Von Bergov left. Is that not so?
Yes.
And what about horses? Are there any horses left here?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be enough. We just have to get to them. But I think we could get there stealthily. It is not far from the tower to the stables. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone. Just like I escaped when surrounded by that English dog, John Oakwood. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either. But we simply had no other choice.
That's a wonderful plan. No passageways. But we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my hand again. Preferably Milanese, although I would be satisfied
Picky
with
bastard.
something local.
Thanks, Henry. I feel better already.
A nice piece. And what do you have for me?
I don't have another weapon right now. Hopefully we'll find one later.
C'est incroyable! I have fought on the battlefields of 5 countries, but I do not get a weapon. I take this personally.
Don't complain, damn it. According to what you told us, you can handle 10 men with your bare hands. So now you have a chance to show us. Henry?
I'll go ahead and scout it out. When there's a suitable moment, I'll let you know and you can head out.
And how will you let us know?
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch from next to the horses, we'll head towards you.
Agreed. Good idea. Wait for my light.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is clear. If you have any doubt, do not risk our lives. Better to come back to us, and we shall go together.
True. And if we don't hear from you or see your signal for a long time, we'll try to make it on our own.
Précisément. We cannot sit here forever.
Right. Got it. I'm off.
Brabant, keep watch by the
Okay,
stairway.
game is
I'll go to
saved.
the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are younger. You have better hearing.
Let's look around for the book, shall we? Okay, no book here. Can we give him a weapon?
I have some steel
Yeah.
for you.
Très bien, give it to me. Now I will show you what the cavalier Vauquelin Brabant is. Aux armes!
Okay, someone's coming.
Take.
Okay. Let's check if we have the book. Oh, we cannot use it in combat. Have we fucked up something? Looks like it.
Damn! I'm bleeding! Punishment by the blade! My favorite!
Okay, next one, please.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh shit. You have no armor on. Hmm. Okay. So we have to do it differently.
Rabat, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for you.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that? You are younger.
I will
You
go
have
back
better
here
hearing.
You said he wants to discover
later.
a dozen English spies.
But first... Okay, this lady is gone. So we can check this chest here and look around for a book. Oh, we have found a book. Great, okay. Let's take this sword and let's go down. Okay, where are the guards? Okay, he's coming here. I guess he found that soldier. So let's try to knock him down here. Is he coming? Yeah.
There must be some clues here somewhere. Hey? I must be mad.
Okay.
Now you're gonna get it.
Okay, more is coming. I don't think we can put armor on now. Let's try. No, we cannot. Can we hide? I don't think we can. Shit, these doors.
It'll be over in that jiffy. I've been waiting for you.
They're going for my friends. Let's stop them. Okay. Where is he going? Okay, I'm in level 23.
I think I won't cut you to pieces.
Okay, another one down. Shit.
Don't spare him. The pillory too. Come on then.
Let's see what you're made of, you buzzard.
Cover your head.
Alors fais ton mieux.
Okay.
Do it. You like to pick you up. Head off.
Qu'est-ce que t'as, mon connard?
Okay, another one down. Let's speak with him. Let's give him a weapon.
I have some steel for you.
Très bien, give it to me. Now I will show you what.
Okay, and let's put on some armor. Okay, that's all. I think we have killed all of them. Let's open the gate.
Not yet. First, I have to get your
Okay.
hands to the horses. The horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Capon the signal. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side.
Are they coming? Or not? Yeah, they are coming. But I'm overweight. I hope I can get on the horse. Let's see. Okay, we have run away. So that's great.
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
He, monsieur, was surely brave. And fortune favors the brave. Free at last!
Okay, but
Thank you
what
for coming
now?
for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vauquelin?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant in any art of conversation. But at least you have courage and of our skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
Chapon.
Self-pity, damn it! I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's your plan, Sir Baron?
An heroic deed about which odes shall one day be composed, similar to my feat in the famous Battle of Arezzo.
But what would you do now?
What if we were to journey to Vienne? We could assemble a company and liberate Le Roi Wenceslas.
That would be excellent. If the king were to return, the nobility would definitely support him. Sigismund would have to withdraw.
Précisément. And what is more, our names would be sung throughout the kingdom. Undoubtedly, we would also earn a rich reward too. Then
That's
I
some
would
plan.
invite the best stonemason from France and build Monsieur Chapeau a castle that even Chevalier Hanush would envy.
You must be mad. You've been free less than a day, and you're already thinking up ways to get yourself killed. I'd rather endure Hanush's preaching about my incompetence than listen to this chatter. We'll see what happens next. But the first thing that I need is to get good and drunk. We should spur the horses on. God knows, they might be hot on our heels. Yeah!
I hope we don't get ambushed.
Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war, it's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard? Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village
Where are we going? I
could
wonder.
harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening. Here!
That's some army. Oh, that's a surprise.
Of all the bandits in the whole wide world, we run into this pair of scoundrels.
We I fucked everything up.
Oh.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Ratai that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
no sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light, only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Bergov.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Bergov received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our side. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Bergov's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Bergov has been the real enemy all this time. And Zhishka is actually our ally.
Zhishka? Zhishka? He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's an interesting fella. Handy with a weapon, but also pretty tricky.
It's best to keep a fella like that on your side.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Raborsh. Why Raborsh? Of all the places in the world.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Vavak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Bergov in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
Now, if we had one of our people at that assembly, we'd get Sigismund's plans nice and fresh. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
My very words. And I know exactly who to send.
Us.
Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh, but you'll have to return to the city right away and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What? How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it? Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes. There's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
Take it. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Bergov's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, you'll be a welcome guest at Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon.
That was a nice meeting. But we have to put some stuff on our horse. Okay. Because we are way overloaded. Okay, let's get on the horse.
How it went with that book.
We should read some books, but first let's get to the Kuttenberg. Okay, let's get there. Stocky man. Okay, let's stop by.
Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise? Shall we spar?
Okay, why not?
Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, of Skalitz.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Skalitz, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels?
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who refuse to pay their debts, as long as I'm getting paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
Haha, that doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from so-and-so. After that, it's none of my concern.
A mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your fighting skills against someone now and then on the road, especially when money's involved. So, what do you say?
Okay, let's win some money.
Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your stamina. How about that?
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win. Ha!
That was a
was
good
quick.
fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, you wanted to know about stamina.
He got one
It's a good idea to
hit
start by
and
limbering
he's
up
all
and
beat
stretching
up.
your body a bit. Then you won't strain your muscles as often. This may sound like cheap advice, but it's not something that should be underestimated.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks.
Okay. We improved our vitality. So let's keep going to the Gutenberg. It's a long way. Camp. Continue on our way. Okay. Let's go to our bed, but I'd like to wash first, if I can find some barrel. Maybe in the backyard.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
Certainly. I may say.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
Even a deaf-blind could tell. We should tell her. Why? Let her figure it out herself.
Okay, let's read all those books.
Enough worries of my own. Don't be a deaf.
Okay, we know that already. And this is the book. Yeah, this is the book for the quest. Okay, we have improved our speech. Let's have a look what perk we can get now. Polished Wares, Hustler, Dreaded Warrior, Battle Cry 2. Battle Cry 2 will be the best of choice here. So when we use Battle Cry during combat, we're gonna deal 15% more damage for 20 seconds. Okay, let's see if there is anything else. No. Okay, let's sleep and save. And let's go deliver this book.
Christ, pardon me.
Oh, move, come on. Should we use buffs first? Maybe we should.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Ave Maria.
Are you blind? You almost ran into me. Hear ye. The city council has decided to help King Sigismund.
I'd like a beer.
Still Stanislav.
This property belongs to someone else.
Where are the buffs? I'm in the wrong alley, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Greetings to you.
Because of their superior
Oh, I should put some stuff into my chest.
What can I do for you?
I need a bath.
Certain.
Do you have some?
My
Why, really?
Excellent.
I'll gladly.
Wonderful. Ugh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
Okay, let's deliver this book before we get there.
Greetings, sir.
By the way, like you were saying about that book,
My favorite book. Pray tell, did you find it?
as I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Burgov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
Okay, let's try hard.
While reading it, I thought the writing style seemed familiar.
Really?
Well, yeah. As if I knew the writer himself. Or herself.
Women writing books. Come now.
Why not? I bet they would write better than many men.
Such audacity.
More like experience. I once helped with copying. Most of it was boring drivel.
I can imagine. A person does all that work to learn to read and write, but then they sit you down at a table to copy the works of others for the rest of your life.
Waste of time, right?
Not just time, above all, talent.
Hold on. Who wrote this then?
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What
That's
do you think?
interesting.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal parts.
Both? Well, fine. What should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
There are heaps of stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
I think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
Only if she's too clever and thinks she knows everything.
So you're another man who thinks a woman's tongue is a useless organ.
Not at all. It can be used for all kinds of things.
Very well, you win. I walked into that one myself. We better get back to writing. But if the lady in our story is clever, should she employ her wits for good or evil?
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
I agree. Too bad it's only on paper. I'd like to meet our lady in the flesh. Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch, especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you and you are courting her. What would you do?
I'd rather keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
Well, now we're done.
Oh, finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
Okay, you have leveled up in scholarship. Let's have a look. Reputation recovery for undertaking the financial pilgrimage will be more effective. We are not using that. Explorer. All map will be revealed. Okay, let's stay contemplative, so our energy and nourishment will reduce much more slowly when we remain still. Okay, let's speak with her again.
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
Too bad there aren't more books like this. If there were, I might end up turning into a scholar.
Really? I'll take that as the highest possible compliment. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Oh, it's pretty, really. Don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well, so did I. And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it would be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
Okay, that's nice. We will stop by some other time. But I'd like to speak with the Lord here. Where he might be. Maybe upstairs in his chambers.
What now?
Can't open that. There's nothing here. Okay, let's speak with her again.
You said you could teach me something. What did you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All. Let's say then I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of books I can talk to you about for days on end. Or if you prefer actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. After all, there's nothing more valuable than scholarship. So, what would you like?
Okay, let's take some
I'd like you to
marksmanship.
show me some archery tricks. You shoot like a... well, a wild woman.
I prefer the term Amazon.
Will you teach me?
Listen closely so I don't have to repeat myself.
Could you teach me something?
Of course, but I warn you in advance that it will... So,
Okay,
I'd
let's
like to expand my
learn
horizons
scholarship
a
as
little.
well.
What's the last thing you read, for instance? Anything interesting?
you'd better believe it. I only read interesting things, and I can talk about them for hours.
Okay, and that's all what we can speak with her about. Okay. Let's go out. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay. We will go there tomorrow. Thank you for watching today and see you next time.